why do we need a trade license in Dubai?
Everyone can own a license.
What's the cost, minimum cost to the maximum?
It could reach 100,000, 200,000.
In which situations we need local partner?
They will block your license.
What will happen if I forget to update my license after 1 year?
You will get fines from other departments: coffee, saloon, restaurant, consultancy, general trading, contracting, real estate. These are the most common activities.
If I pay for license and get rejected, are my money gone?
Yes, of course, your money gone. 70-90% you will get rejected again. There are restricted nationalities.
Hello everyone and welcome back to Rabia Unpacks Dubai. Today's episode is going to be very useful for anyone who is thinking to start a business in Dubai. We'll talk about how to get a trade license, what types of trade license exist, and what's the process and what new entrepreneurs don't know. So today's my guest is Mr. Majid, who has amazing understanding how licensing system works in Dubai. He's going to help us unpack the process and share insights about how business setup usually happens here. So let's start then. Hello, Mr. Majid. Thank you for coming.
Hello, Mrs. Rabia. Firstly, thank you so much for inviting me. It's an honor to be here in your podcast.
Tell us, please, why do we need a trade license in Dubai?
You need a trade license for your business. A trade license is a must if you own a business here in Dubai. It tells you that you are legally permitted to do the business, whether you are selling products, offering services, or running an online business. And the good thing about it, you are not having any restrictions or rigid policy from the government. Everyone can own a license. Um, you can also issue a residency visa. You can issue employment contracts for your employees, and you can open a bank account for your company.
Okay, so basically, before starting any business, the first step is to get a trade license.
Exactly.
To apply for it.
Yes.
Okay, what's the process then for applying for a trade license? For example, if I want to open a real estate company, what should I do? First step.
First step, you can check through the website, through the Dubai Economic website, or you can visit any government transaction center who are providing the DET services, or you can go to the head exactly immediately. But for these type of procedures, simple procedure like issuing and applying for a trade license, just a normal activity, no need to go to the head office. Just it's better to go to government transaction center and apply for it.
Okay.
The steps, first steps, you need to apply for the approval, initial approval. It's like an NOC from the Dubai government and principal to you to open a license.
What they will check in this step?
So they need passport and Emirates ID if you are a resident here in UAE.
Okay, I mean,
once you apply, there are like huge security team beyond it. They check everything about you. After that, if you are okay, they will approve. If you are like, let's say you have some cases, some legal cases on criminal and so on, some legal case in your country, they will know immediately. Maybe you will get rejected. So if you got rejected, that's mean you cannot open a license here in Dubai.
Okay, understand. So first step, first approval should be from like external approval.
No.
Just with the passport and the Emirates ID.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, then I am choosing the activity which I want.
Correct.
And then?
And then you wait for the approval. After, once they approved you, you can continue for the remaining steps, like reserve a trade name for your business. And after that, after reservation, trade name reservation, you can do the memorandum of association, sign the contracts of the company.
Okay, you said a name.
Yes.
So what are the rules for the choosing a name for the business?
The rules for choosing a name should not be related to any religion, and it should not offend cultural value, and must not be similar to any other brands. So you must come with a unique, rare, uncommon name. Then you go check if this name is taken or available. After that, you can reserve it.
Okay, so
And
each,
it must not be like a bad words.
yeah, sure. So each of these steps
Mm.
are need external, like additional approvals. Like for example, for name, it's separate approval. For the activity, it's separate approval, like this.
For the name reservation, no need any approval.
Mm.
Once it's available, you can reserve it. At least should not be, like I said, related to any religion, and not should not be too similar to any other brands.
Okay, and
Yeah.
you said memorandum.
Memorandum, yes.
What
After
is
the
it?
name reservation, memorandum. Memorandum is a contract of the company. It will be mentioned everything, your partners, your share, your capitals. It's like an agreement memorandum between you and your partners. You are agreeing to issue a trade license here in Dubai.
What if I don't have partners in my
If you
business?
don't have partners and if you own an LLC, single owner company, you must sign a contract also.
Mm.
Yeah, by yourself,
And agreeing with the government.
agreeing with the government. Exactly.
Okay.
And yeah, and also if you want to open a bank account, you go to the bank. First thing they will ask about is memorandum
Mm.
to fund your company. If you ask for loans or something, you want to fund your company, first thing they will check in the memorandum, what is the capital of the company, how many, who's the partner, who's the owner, who's the manager, and etc.
Okay, there is also a case
Mm.
when company doesn't have company bank account,
Yes.
and usually the, for example, owner, they provide the salaries with their personal bank accounts. How is this legal or illegal, and what's the process or what's the result of this process?
You mean a company doesn't has a bank account?
For example, if
Yeah.
I own a company, a
Yes.
business,
Yes.
but I give salary, I get the money to my own account,
Yes.
personal account,
Yes.
and they give salaries from my personal account.
This one, the bank depend on the bank. The bank might give you a warning. It's
Mm.
like you are doing it illegally. So if you own a license, you must open a company bank account. They will notice like big amounts
Mm.
is coming into your personal bank account. From where you are getting this amount? They might ask you for an interview. They will investigate with you from where you are. So it's better. Maybe they will freeze your account later.
Mm.
So it's better to open a bank account for your company, doing it legally.
Okay.
You will
And
not make yourself in trouble this way.
you said we need some external approvals from the
Mm.
beginning and even to get the trade license. So how long the process takes to get the approval or to get the rejection?
And external approvals required depend on your activity. If you are like issuing a trade license, real estate activity, most of the time they require from you an approval to get an NOC from RERA, Real Estate Regulatory Agency. This is belongs to Dubai Land Department. And if you are, let's say, salon, they need approval from Dubai Municipality, coffee, restaurant, Dubai Municipality as well. Contracting also, they might ask you for an approval, Dubai Municipality.
Okay.
And also on some financial activities, some of the financial activities needs approval from the Central Bank of the UAE, and some of them from SCA, Security and Commodities Authority. This one about the approval, it could be before issuing the license and during the process and after issuing the license. For example, for the coffee and restaurant, supermarket, hypermarket, they need these kind of activities. They need external approval from Dubai Municipality after issuing the license. And for the financial consultancy, they need approval from SCA, Security and Commodities Authority, before issuing the license. So that's mean you need to go get the approval first, then come apply for the license. Some of the activities during the process, like let's say you went to the any branch, any DET branch, you applied for a trade license, you got approved, and you reserved your trade name, and you issued a memorandum. You signed the contracts, everything. And here you need to go bring the external approval and then go back, continue your
And
process.
which business doesn't need external approvals then?
Some like management consultancy doesn't need external approvals, and general trading, and many and a lot of activities doesn't require external approvals. Only a few of them.
Okay, if I want a rent a car
Yes,
company,
yes,
do I need any external approvals?
yes. Of course, you need a approval from RTA,
Mm.
Road and Transparent Authority. So yeah, you will no. It's like obvious. Any activities related to car, rent a car, and auto spare parts, it will most of the time you need to go bring the approval from RTA. Any activities related to financial services, it's either the Central Bank of the UAE or Security and Commodities Authority. Any activities related to food and beverages, it's from Dubai Municipality. Sometimes also building contracting also, contracting.
And what if I want to open a media production?
It's possible, no problem. Some of the media activities require external approval from Media Council, UAE Media Council, and some of them doesn't.
I heard that there is a new type of license called media license for anyone who is doing content in Dubai, all social medias and everyone who is not even a big blogger. So it became a job, like a job now. What's the process of getting media license here now, and what's the cost of it?
The process, it's you go, like I said, you go to any DET branches or any it's government transaction centers, any one of the branch, you go apply for it. The process, it will cost you around 1,500, and same process, same procedure. You apply for the approval first, and you continue from there.
How long the process takes, or same as normal license?
All depend on the approval. If they approved you, you can finish everything in one day and get your media license. And some of the media activities require for approval from UAE Media Council.
If we go back to the trade license, what's the cost, minimum cost to the maximum?
Minimum cost depend on your legal status, your company type. Is it LLC, sole establishment, civil company, etc. Private share company, public share company, and it depend on your activity, depend on your annual rent. Also, you have to get the tenancy contract, the ijari, to issue the license. This is a mandatory. Most of the license from 10 to 15,000.
Okay, minimum 10.
Minimum, if it's sole establishment, minimum will be 6,500.
Okay.
Let's say it starts from 6,500 up to, it could reach 100,000, 200,000. Maximum 37,000.
Okay, and
Yeah.
are the costs different for expats and for the locals?
For foreign people and for locals people, the procedure and the steps are all the same. Of course, locals people, they have priority, they have an authority in their country. Yes, they have a reward. They can issue a license for less cost.
How less?
Let's say because they can issue a license for 1,500. Yes.
And the original price of it?
The original price could be 15, 16,000. Let's say one local wants to issue a trade license. He take a consultancy activity. He can issue the trade license for 1,500. And for expats people, they can issue it like a normal cost. But this one only in the first 5 years.
Okay,
Yeah.
then it will be normal for.
Then it will be normal. And by the way, not just locals, also GCC locals can issue the license for 1,500.
We said for getting a trade license, we need to choose right activity,
Yes,
right name,
yes,
and also I think the location plays a big role in this process.
exactly.
So, what do you advise for people who are struggling to choose a location and area, maybe?
First of all, go visit Dubai Land Department. Check what locations they are offering, what locations are available out there in Dubai. Then ask for prices, ask for, and then you can deal with the owners, building owners. Also, you can find someone from someone already in this place around the area. You want, let's say, you want one place, and it's difficult to get this place, and the rent is very expensive, is high. You find someone is living there and ask about the, then you can start
Contract from the owner of the
from
building,
the owner, exactly,
not from the government.
not from the government.
Okay.
If the owner is the government, it will be from the government.
Hmm.
Let's say you want to open a restaurant in Sheikh Zayed Road, and this place, this building, the building in Sheikh Zayed Road, and this building belongs to one person, individual person. You make a contract between, I will pay you 100,000, 200,000 for yearly amount. I want to run this place. Once you make the contract is ready. You go to Dubai Economic Tourism, continue the procedure for issuing the trade license.
And in which situations we need local partner?
This one depend on your company type, on your legal status. If it's sole establishment or civil company, this one require locals mandatory, and the list for you it will be the cost. I mean, for you it will be less.
If I have a local
If
partner.
yeah, if you have local partner or local agent, it could be an agent or it could be a partner with you
Okay.
in your trade license.
Can you name three activities where I need a local partner or agent?
Yes, if you want to sell cars, sell a new cars like an agency, you need to have a locals owning 51% of the share of your company. So you will be owning 49%, and the local will be with you as a partner, will be owning 51%. And you also, the second activity is tailor. Tailor, okay, no problem. But in case if you have a tailor and you are doing military clothes,
Mm.
this one also needs a local. If you are not doing military clothes, you are not tailoring military clothes, this one no need locals, no problem. You can own the tailor 100%.
Okay. I'm giving 51% of my income to the
Yes,
partner,
correct.
and partner is not investing anything to the business.
He's not investing anything to the
Okay.
business because he's a local.
Okay.
This is the government policy.
Yes. So I will have to share my income
Yes,
as long as my business is going on.
right.
And what if my partner decides to cancel his partnership with me? Should I just change
You
the
must,
partner?
yeah, you must find any other local partner. Otherwise, they will shut down your company. Yeah,
Okay.
they will block your license because of the activity. It's mandatory. Not, by the way, not all the activities, not all the legal status of the licenses needs local. Only few of them, rarely. Yeah. If there are 50, if there are 2,000, 3,000 activities, maybe from these 3,000 activities, 200, 300
Okay.
requires locals for the activities only.
If I'm new in the country and I want a business where I need a local partner, but I don't have any local friends or anyone, I don't know anyone,
Yeah.
can DT or any other departments help me to find me, or I need to search myself?
Yes, of course. For the legal status, for the legal type of your company, they will help you for sure. They can help you and they can find you any local agent. But for the activity, sometimes they will help you, but most of the time you need to find that by yourself. Let's say a company type is sole establishment.
Mhm.
You need a local to be with you as an agent, only an agent. So they can help you with that. Immediately, they will find any random local. They will give you his contact details, her contact details, and you will put him in the license. But for the activity, you need this one, you need to find him by yourself.
Isn't it same like a local agent who is in the license
Yeah,
could be my partner in the activity? Not possible?
it's possible
Yeah.
because on some types of the companies, let's say there is a civil company. This one, the local could be partner or agent.
What types of license exist in general?
There are many, around 10 types. 10 types of the of license exist. You have sole establishment, you have civil company, you have single owner, LLC, limited liability company, LLC, single owner, limited liability company, single owner, and you have share, a public share company, private share company, and so on. But the most commonly used and most commonly issued every day, every week, every month, only four types of
Mm.
companies. But the most two of them, like people are issuing it a lot, it's LLC. Because
Okay.
yeah, because these types of companies no need any local.
Mm.
You will be able to issue your trade license. You will be having full control of your company. You will be having the complete freedom to do whatever you want.
And what are the mainland license and free zone license?
Mainland license is only in the mainland. You cannot, if you issue the license in the mainland, you cannot deal with the free zone companies. You cannot deal with the free zone clients. If you issued your trade license in a free zone, the opposite could be with the mainland also. You cannot deal with the mainland clients and you cannot operate in the mainland. So a mainland license is only in the mainland. You can deal in the entire city of Dubai except free zone area.
Mm.
A free zone, it's only on that specific free zone areas. And there are uh, each one has its pros and cons. For
Okay.
yeah, for a mainland license, they require on some types of companies they require local to be with you on the license. For a free zone, you can own a license 100%.
And how do I understand
Mm.
which is better for me? For example, I want to open a business and I don't know if it works in mainland or if it works in free zone. Or I see my competitors that they are in both areas. So I don't know where should I go.
Depend on your clients, depend on your audience. If you have clients, they are in the mainland, better to issue your license in the mainland. If you have a client in free zone, you have many clients in free zone, it's better to issue it in the free zone. And also depend on your ownership, depend on the on ownership structure of the company. If you care about the ownership, you want to own a license 100%, so it's better to issue it in the free zone. If you also um, want to issue the trade license fast and not some activities not getting additional approval, it's better to issue it in the free zone.
Okay, after 1 year,
Hmm.
I think the trade license are valid for 1 year.
Yes, correct.
Yes. So after 1 year, if I want to change from free zone to mainland,
Yes,
is it possible?
not possible.
Not possible.
Not possible. If you issued your trade license in free zone, depend which free zone authority, it must be in the free zone only. You cannot convert your license to mainland. You must issue a new license in the mainland.
Oh, so
It
it
could
will be
be
for forever.
forever, yes, exactly. It could be same name, same activity, same everything. If it's available, you can, let's say, you have one trade name, you reserved it, Rabia Restaurant, okay? And then you want to open a license in mainland. If the name is available, they will reserve it for you in the
Mm.
mainland. So you cannot convert the license.
Okay, so it's very important from the beginning to choose the area.
Exactly, yes.
But the rest, if I want to convert my license into another business or change the name, it will be easy.
It will be easy. Should be in from the same authority.
And of course, additional payment for canceling and changing the
Yes,
name.
yes, of course. Amendment of the license. you can amend your license anytime, and you can change your activity. You can add partner, remove partner, add manager, remove. There are a lot of procedures, but whenever you amend your license, you must issue the amended memorandum also.
Again, the agreement with the government about canceling my this activity and getting another one.
Exactly, yes, a contract, new
Okay.
contract.
And how much it will cost? The same as I'm getting new license or less?
Any amendment in trade license, it will cost you between in between of this amount, 2,700 to could reach up to 6,500.
What will happen if I forget to update my license after 1 year?
Yeah, nothing will happen, and probably, yeah, your company bank account will be frozen, and your employees contracts will be expired, your visa will be expired. You will not be able to, like, you will not be able to continue.
Mm.
It's you either renew your trade license to do the other things, or it will be stopped like this, like that. So it's one circle linked with each other.
Will I get any fines?
Yes, the fines, you have 1 month grace period. After 1 month, they will count 200 dirham every month on your trade license if you didn't renew it.
But except of trade
Not,
license, I
yeah,
will also get fines from my Emirates ID, visa.
yes, exactly. Maybe so you don't abandon this. Maybe you say, okay, it's only 200 a month, whatever. It's not like 200,000. I will pay. 1 year you didn't renew your license. It will be 2,000, around 2,400
Mm.
every single month, to 200, 200, 200. And okay, you say I will pay the 2,400, but you have also, you will get fines from other departments like immigration and Ministry of Human Resources for your employees contract. So it's better to be committed about that.
What do you think? How easy or difficult to start a business in Dubai now?
It's never been difficult, and it's not always easy. And you can get started online. Dubai made everything digital now. You can go through the website. You have three main websites. Can you go to Dubai Economic Tourism website, Invest in Dubai website, and Free Zone website if you want to issue the license in Free Zone. You can go also to any uh, business agency, consultant, and ask and or issue the trade license. Get started. So it's not difficult. It's not easy as well,
Mm.
but it's simple process.
So you're saying that trade license can be issued online as well, so we can do it online.
Yes, you can do it online. And in the beginning, it's better to visit any government transaction centers and get started from there. Don't do it online, because online some procedures, maybe you applied on some procedure like a trade name reservation. Online, everything is good. You are a foreign now. You don't know any Arabic, and the names looks like perfect to you. It's okay. It's good. And Arabic meaning some alphabet letters wrong, not correct. Once you reserve it, then you go to that branch, continue. They might tell you, no, this is wrong. We cannot continue like that. You must reserve a new trade name. So it will be waste of time and waste of money. So it's better in the beginning you go any government transaction centers who are providing Dubai economic tourism services. Go apply from there, or find any business agency.
Okay.
Yeah, don't depend too much on online.
What are the most common activities people apply for?
Coffee, saloon, and restaurant, consultancy, general trading, contracting, real estate. These are the most common activities. You will find also every 3 4 days someone is going to DET to apply for one of these activities. Could be real estate, saloon, contracting. and so on.
Can you explain, please, what categories exist, like commercial, industrial, or professional?
Yes, there are four main categories. You have commercial, you have professional, and you have industrial, and the last one, you have tourism. The first three are commonly used, and once you choose your activity, automatically it will be uh, under one of these categories. Commercial, anything you sell and buy uh, related to selling, and professional, anything related to services. You give services to people,
Mm.
like a restaurant, like a cafe, consultancy, fall under this category. And industrial, anything you make, anything you produce,
Okay.
anything you manufacture. And the last one is tourism. Tourism, anything related to hotels, apartments, like that.
If I pay for license and get rejected, are my money gone?
Yes, of course, your money gone. You need to start the process over again. You applied for the approval, you got the rejected. DET recommend everyone who is getting rejected to apply for the approval again after 2, 3 weeks, not immediately. Not like you applied for the approval, you got rejected in one day. Let's say after 10 minutes, after 1 hour, you got rejected. And it's not better to apply for it again or the next day or after 2 days. You are in a hurry, you want to issue the license fast. Maybe 70, 90% you will get rejected again. So that's why they recommend you to apply for it after minimum 2 weeks. Maybe if you are lucky, you will be approved.
And do we know the reason of why we got rejected?
No one can know the reason. Or the reason never mentioned.
Mm.
This is from the government.
But what do you think? What can be the reason?
The reason I think maybe this person came to Dubai who he has in his country cases, some criminal cases, financial cases in his country. He's not doing well in his country. He's doing some illegal stuff. So they know everything. Who is this person? Like I said, there is a big security team checking on each and every one. Who is this person? Why he came here? Why he wants to issue a trade license? What is his work in his country? What he's doing exactly? From there, you can. Uh, so these are kind of the reasons.
And are there any restricted nationalities for this process?
Yes, actually, there are restricted nationalities. Like 6, 7 nationalities are restricted
Can we name it?
because of the policy
Okay.
from their country.
What countries?
Lebanese, most of the time are getting Lebanese people are getting rejected, and also you have Libya. Libya people are getting rejected. You have also sometimes Nigerian. Nigerian 100% are getting rejected. I don't know the reason.
Mm.
And you have also some Iranian people. Some of them getting up the approval, some of them are getting rejected.
What kind of documents are generally required for trade license?
There are 6 documents. If you have it, you can start the procedure for issuing a trade license. First of all, you need passport, and Emirates ID if applicable. You need also NOC from your sponsor if you are employed in the UAE, and you have to have the initial approval certificate and the trade name reservation certificate and the memorandum of association,
Okay.
and the tenancy contract also, Ijari.
And any additional
Exactly. If your activity require approval, you have to bring any additional approval from that government entity.
Also, if I get license in Dubai, I cannot open my business in any other Emirates in UAE, right?
You can, why not? You can open it any other in basically on all the 7 Emirates. Once you get the license here, you can go to, let's say you get the license here in Dubai, you want to open a branch for your license in Sharjah. You go visit the Department of Sharjah Economy, and issue your trade license there as a branch.
Okay. The cost will be less.
The cost, you need to check with the Sharjah Dubai,
Mm.
Sharjah economic.
What do you think is the most time consuming process?
The most time consuming process, I would say, uh, getting an external approval, because some of the activities, it will take time to get the approval, the NOC from them. Let's say you chose contracting activity. This activity require you to get the approval from Dubai municipality, and Dubai municipality is, they have their own policy,
Mm.
own rules. They require from you, you have to hire at least two engineer, three engineers. So you don't have engineer yet. You're still starting the process. You need to find any engineer to hire engineers in your company. This is one of the conditions from Dubai municipality, and they have many other conditions about this contracting activity, time consuming.
Okay, and in general, how long it will take to get the trade license?
If your activity requires external approvals, I would say it will take 3 to 1 week. Yeah, and if it doesn't require any approval, like I said, you can issue the trade license in 1 day, 1 to 3 days.
How can someone know if they need any additional approvals, external approvals?
It's simple. They can go through the website, check, just write the activity name, the Dubai economic website, just write the activity name, it will appear immediately. Does this activity requires external approval?
Mm.
And next to it. And you can go also any DET branch, ask for it, for the activity. Does this activity require external approval? They will inform you.
And if people will get any reminders when their license will start, like, expiring,
Yes, yes.
they will.
They are getting a reminder through SMS messages
Mm.
before one month, sometimes before the 2 months.
From your experience, what are the most common mistakes people do when they are applying for the trade license?
When they apply for a trade license, they don't know there is an external approval. They think, okay, I will go apply for it and it's good, all good. They don't know this activity requires an external approval from other government entity. And the second mistake is they don't ask. They immediately go and start.
Mm.
You must ask first. Before you do anything, you must inquire.
What should people do if they face delays or confusion during the process?
Yes, don't be fearful, don't panic. It's normal, it's natural. This happens to any sectors. Just go visit first any branch, check, understand what is exactly the problem, what is happening. Then also you can contact them through the emails, explain to them what is the issue exactly, and the best way you go directly to the head office, DET head office, and if the problem related to IT, you go to IT department, check with them. Hopefully, they will solve as soon as possible.
And what are some resources or websites from where people can get the accurate information?
You have the Department of Dubai Economic and Tourism website. You have also Invest in Dubai, and you have a Free Zone website, and also you do have Ministry of Economy website. You can check any license through this website, Ministry of Economy, not just Dubai licenses. You can check any other Sharjah, Ajman license in this website. And also, I recommend you to follow the government, Dubai government's accounts in social media. Yeah, it could be DIWA, municipality, Dubai Land Department, and so on.
And lastly, what's your advice for someone who is starting the business in Dubai or who wants to start a business in Dubai?
Yes, my advice first of all, do your research, and find anyone who has already a license here in Dubai. Ask or find or go look for a business agency
Mm.
who set up everything for you, do everything. If if this is your first time for to get the license, it's better to do it through the business agency. Don't go there, approach them immediately. Oh, I want. You should first make sure, are they legally doing this business?
Mm.
Do they have a license? Read their Google reviews. Also, uh, be careful if they are hiding some prices from you. This is a red flag. You should get away from them. So start first by the business agency set up.
Thank
Yes.
you so much, Mr. Majid, for your insights and for your knowledges you shared with us. I hope it was very useful for people who are thinking to open a business in Dubai. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel, and if you have any other questions about trade license, please leave the comment and we will come back to you. Thank you for watching. See you next episodes. Bye bye.